Hey everyone, what is going on? Raven here, welcome back. This video here we're discussing is about how EA is planning to make The Sims 5 free to play from the first day of release. Now, the latest Sims 5 free to play news comes from EA directly on their Maxis careers page, revealing monetization and content plans for the game in the long run. And they're even looking for someone who wants to work for EA. So if you're looking for that, go to their page and try to get a job there. The first two bullet points are the most important. Let's talk about in-game content purchases and Sims 5 free-to-play game system. Projuect Rene's in-game marketplace of content in UGC, free and paid, and manage a data-informed player-centric player purchase journey, maximizing value to players, optimizing player spend patterns, and minimizing player churn. This part signifies that Sims 5 will have its own in-game store for both official content and user-generated content. There will be both free and paid content within this little store. We don't know for certain yet, but this could mean that custom content, which is also known as CC, could be downloaded straight from the game. How amazing is that? We are looking for mods and things outside of The Sims, and we're having to download it into The Sims 4 to make our play of the game for Sims 4 a little bit more interesting, add a little more things like the fairies, different types of, magical beans, etc. If they add custom content inside the game already that you could just download, that would be so amazing. Well, what could this mean for players? The Sims 5 free-to-play wouldn't be the first time EA practiced a new monetization method. Video game Apex Legends saw massive success at launch, and it also released for free on day one. Still, it's very early to tell how this could translate to the Sims marketplace. The Sims franchise has already made a big move last year when they made the Sims 4 base game entirely free, considering that saw massive rise in active player base. It's a no-brainer that a similar method is being used for the next generation Sims game. The community is skeptical that we could be slowly moving on from the PAX release system that's been present in the Sims franchise since the beginning, and move on to a more microtransaction, subscription-driven service. Emphasis on could, showing that the base game isn't even halfway done yet. This definitely wouldn't be the first time that EA considered a subscription service for a Sims game. The Sims 4 planned to have a premium membership before the concept was scrapped shortly before the games launched. The Sims 4 membership sounds familiar with the EA is planning to do for the Sims 5 free-to-play in terms of content, in-game content release. So, we're going to be talking about visual preview of animations, visuals, lighting, etc. Codename Projuect Rene, The Sims 5 is set out to bring Simmers on a whole new experience, with rich gameplay and customization features. EA and Maxis are set out to make the Sims 5 experience fully playable across multiple platforms. PC, console, and mobile, for example. So how does Projuect Rene look so far, and what do the developers say about its current development? Well, basically, we're going to find out what they say. So Gina, the creative director for Projuect Rene, spends their time thinking about how players will interact with the game. Sort of gameplay, content, and narrative they'll need in order to bring it to life. We're bringing many different elements of this game in parallel. Almost like prepping all of our ingredients before we could bring them together and bake a cake. We've got a team of people working around the world on Projuect Rene. We're so excited to give you a fresh look. So, based on the look of everything, which again, all of the sites I'm using, I'm going to link in the description for you all. The lighting has a massive impact on the look of the game, which is very true. We're exploring some new lighting technologies that will enable us to create highly customizable spaces. Let players tell emotional resonant stories that will look great on your computer, phone, or console. I added console because I actually did not say that in there. Sims don't just live at home. They also exist in a broader neighborhood full of Sims. They've made some prototypes to explore what these Sims do during the day. Where they go, what they see in the schedules, routines that they have as they mill about the neighborhood. Their vision for animation is driven by the phrase, read the room, which means that we want players to know how our Sims feel and what they're thinking just by how they behave. This means that we need to support a variety of attitudes, emotions, and postures that need to work across objects and socialization. Games begin in very basic state before all the 3D models, animations, audio, and scripted behaviors can merge. Slowly but surely, we are bringing our ideas to life with our very first version of the simulation. This entails Sims navigating their own and interacting with objects to satisfy their needs. And it looks like hairstyles are even customizable as well. How we contribute to our look and how we present ourselves is so important. And it's really no different for The Sims. We're trying to figure out how to model a wide variety of styles across the broad range of humanity. Unlock options like flexible coloring. So you can pick a hairstyle, you can kind of customize how bright, how dark, the color scheme you want, etc. Socialization is fundamental for the experience in The Sims, because you gotta admit, sometimes there's a lot to follow. Like, Sims are animating, they're throwing thought balloons, there's UI to follow. Right now we're experimenting with how little we can get away with. We're really leaning into just clear, playful, simple visuals that are starting to give us a feel on how much information is too much or too little. And we see what's working. We can really better hone in that sweet spot to help you better understand what your Sim is actually thinking about. What do you guys think of this? Sounds like a lot of information. It also sounds like they're trying to scrap some things from the main game, because we do have a lot of content already in The Sims 4. It also does make me slightly worry about the subscription-based that they're thinking about adding to The Sims. That is a real fear for me, because how would you guys feel having to do like a monthly thing just to play The Sims? Like that, or just to be able to have the newest like expansion pack, the newest bundle. Does that make sense to you guys? Because to me, that doesn't really sound like it makes the most sense. I do get that they're trying different things and they want to expand and they want to do a different view of The Sims. That's fine. I would love to be able to see free to play for the main. I would love to be able to see custom content, all the custom content being able to be played by everyone, because it'll automatically be in the game. All you have to do is just like enable it from inside the game itself, versus having to go off, scour the internet for a piece of custom content that may or may not even work. I've had that happen where I found beautiful hairs, I've installed them, and they don't work. It's frustrating to say the least, but I get where they're going with it. I'm just worried about the whole membership subscription base idea that they have. Now, is that because they want you to be able to have all the expansions, packs, and things like that as they come out? Who knows? I guess we'll just have to wait and see for when The Sims 5 is actually released into the world. Until then, let me know what you guys think of this in the comment section down below, and I will see you all in my very next video. Bye!